The Bartians were an Old Prussian tribe who were among the last pagans of Europe before the Northern Crusades forced the conversion to Christianity. They lived in Bartia, a territory that stretched from the middle and lower flow of Łyna River by the Łyna River and Lake Mamry, up to the Galindian woods. The territory is quite precisely known from description in Chronicon terrae Prussiae, dated 1326. The same description mentions two provinces, the Major Barta and the Minor Barta. The territory was quite densely populated, as confirmed by abundant archaeological findings. Before the wars with the Teutonic Knights, the population was estimated to be at 17,000. The Bartians, along with the other Prussians, were conquered by the Teutonic Knights, who Christianized them, brought in newcomers, and built many towns and cities. The Prussians assimilated with the newcomers, and the Old Prussian language became extinct by the end of the 17th century. History. Several years of conquest attempts by Poland, aided by a number of crusades by the popes and by Conrad of Masovia, had been fairly successfully repelled by the Prussians. Then Conrad of Masovia called for further crusades and invited the Teutonic Knights, an order of the Catholic Church, to settle in Kulmerland in 1226. Receiving support from the rest of Christian Europe, the military order was able to expand the territory northwest. The strategy was to conquer a territory and build a castle, a stronghold that would serve as the basis for further expansion. Castles at the time in Europe were built around towns to give the residents protection. The Bartians, together with the Womans and the Natangians, were conquered by the Teutonic Knights 1238 to 1240. In Barta the Knights built major castles in Bartenstein and Rossel. In 1242, just 2 years after the conquest, Bartians rebelled and managed to resist until 1252. During the Great Prussian Uprising, that started after the Knights suffered a major loss in the Battle of Derby, Bartians chose Łyna as the leader. The rebels managed to capture a few castles, including Bartenstein in 1264. With help from other Prussian tribes, Łyna attacked Kulm, Marienburg, and Christburg. However, the Prussians could not win a war of attrition against the Knights, who could draw resources from the Western Europe. In 1273 Łyna sieged another castle but was fatally wounded. Within a year, the uprising was over. Some of the rebels escaped to Rodna and other Lithuanian territories. Despite heavy losses during the uprising, Barta did not become an uninhabited land and the Bartians continued to resist. 2 more attempts were made, in 1286 and 1293, to fight against the Teutonic Knights. In 1286 Bartians asked help from Duke of Rugen and in 1293 from Vytautas, Grand Duke of Lithuania. The Bartians were assimilated by the Germans in the 16th or 17th century. They are most likely the Batav mentioned in the Hypatian Codex.